let's talk about captioning and also how you can make sure the captioning for your course videos is done correctly. It's important not only because many people are either functionally deaf or hard of hearing, but for other reasons as well. There are many people who benefit from using captions, including those who are watching videos in a noisy environment, people who may not have headphones available and may need to keep quiet while they're watching videos, when the spoken language of the video is not the viewer's first language, or when the spoken language of the video is not the speaker's first language and their speech may be accented and hard for some students to understand. Also, reading captions has been shown to increase concentration and improve understanding. Furthermore, names and terms are easier to remember when students see them spelled out. And finally, transcripts can be used to make translations of your videos. So if you have students who speak other languages, the transcription of your captions can then be used for their purposes as well. So we're going to go through various places you may be using videos for your classes and talk about how you could caption them yourself or how you could edit captions. This is important for a couple of reasons, but the main one is you might decide you want to use a video at the last minute. We do have professional captioning available, and all you need to do is contact CCE Learning to get help with that. However, the shortest turnaround we can guarantee is 2 to 3 days for those videos, and sometimes you decide maybe the night before that you want to use a video. Sometimes it's even sooner than that. So first, let's look at how we could do this in Panopto. I've created a video here for my class, and in order to work on this, I would just go to Edit It. Once I click on Edit, that's going to open in Panopto. And you can see under the menu that one of the options is captions. So you can import captions that you've already written, or you can import automatic captions. If you do that, don't stop there. Let's go for that right now. Let's click on Import Automatic Captions, and you can see that there are now captions here. I might want to edit these though. So I created this practice video so that I could just show you how you would do that. And I see that I'd like to add a comma here and here and here. I have a technical term here that, of course, Panopto is not going to catch. They also didn't catch combinatoriality, so I will fix those. And they wrote cereal like the food. And of course, we're talking about 12-tone serial music. So, as you can see, there are a few issues here, and I have edited them. I could keep going. I see some more typos, but this is just a demonstration. And once you've done all of that, you click on Apply, and that's going to save your changes. Now, a couple other things you might want to do if you want to change exactly where in the video something appears, you just click on the 3 dots and then Edit, and then you can change it to whatever timestamp you want. So if you notice when you're watching the video that the caption comes up and it's not for the right time, then you can adjust accordingly. If you find that throughout your video the same word has been misspelled repeatedly, just like you can on Word, you can find and replace a word. So let's say that I see that hexakernel is there, and maybe it happens a bunch of times. It didn't, but let's say it did. Then you can just use find and replace just like you would on Word or any other word processing software. When you're done, again, click Apply, and that will apply your changes. Once you're done with all of this, your video will now be captioned properly so your students can watch it with the captions. And you can see there my example video. So now let's look at another place you may be sharing videos, and that is YouTube. I have some videos on YouTube that I created before I started captioning things, so I thought I would take this opportunity to go ahead and show you how to do that in YouTube. So I have a video open here that is old, and I thought I'd just add some subtitles to it now. And so I'm going to go into subtitles, and then the first thing I'm going to do is select my language, English, United States, and then you can see there are automatic captions, and I want to duplicate and edit these. So now I can go in and actually edit the captions. It's very important that you do edit the captions. You can see that if I look at these captions right now, there's no punctuation. It just kind of looks like a mess. So just like with the previous video, go back and edit all of those captions. And I would recommend that you do that. In fact, you really need to. So I'm just going to make a couple edits. You would actually want to listen to the video and check that what looks good is actually what's being said. So anyway, you've got your captions, you've edited them. You can also move them. So instead of having to type in new timestamps, you can actually drag your captions around. So if you notice that they're happening a little early or a little late, you can edit them that way. You can also play your video and then type along with it or follow along with what you have here and just make edits as you go. I like to do that at slower speed, so maybe at 0.5 speed, and then I can actually type at about that speed, so that makes it really easy for me to listen and make edits. Once you're done with your edits, you will publish them. Now, a really great thing is that once you're done with your captions, you can actually download a transcript, or students can download a transcript.